So saddle fit has to protect a lot of things, as we talked before: skin, nerves, cartilage, the spine, but also the muscle. A saddle fit, it's important. How do we understand? It sits on the back of a lot of different muscle groups, and a muscle reacts to protect himself by tightening. For example, as a boxer, when people expect a punch into a stomach, they have a very tight stomach muscle, and they can protect themselves by tightening the stomach muscle. If I would like to have a very relaxed, non-hurting back, my back muscle should be, well, loose, supple, and just like horses, human walk diagonal. So my longissimus dorsi, my back muscle, contract, elongate, and has to stay relatively relaxed. If I have a back pain, these back muscles get tight. And we know already what happens if the back muscle is tight, the back drops. And then when the back drops, the spinal processes hit, and we have rubbing, kissing spine, and so on and so forth. And it's a chain reaction because the muscle gets tighter and tighter to protect that. I like to go a very basic understanding how a muscle works. Right here, we got our belly of the muscle. So this is a muscle, and then the blue on each side, how the muscle turns then, attaches to the tendon, and then it goes to the bone of the individual part. The nerve, most of the time, you have one in the front and in the back at the origin and insertion of the muscle. So I call those, for basic terms, my firing nerves. From the brain, through the nerves, channels, hello muscle, tighten, hello muscle, loosen. We also have other muscle here. They're sort of my sensor muscles and the sensor nerves. So these sensor nerves, it's kind of like you're touching your bicep. Oh yeah, you can feel it. And if you go to the origin of the insertion of your bicep and you press, you will get a reflex. You're overriding the command of your actual brain. On your funny bone, when you hit the elbow, your pinky all of a sudden sinks. So what that actually is, it is not a bone. You're hitting a nerve ending, and then your pinky does something. We all had that experience before. So imagine your saddle sits on the belly of the muscle. So the horse knows, aha, there's contact. Here's where your muscle is nice and thick and is very strong. Very weak at the insertion or origin. And if you get pressure right here, and you get a lot of concentrated pressure there, your muscle will all of a sudden contract. So if the saddle sits on the middle part of the muscle, where the muscle is very thick, the sensor nerve will tell the horse, yep, there's contact, and the horse tolerates the contact most likely the best right in that area. Where the horse will react if the pressure is at the origin or in the insertion of the muscle where it goes into the tendon, right there where the firing nerve is, you will get quite a bit of a reaction of the horse. The horse will stumble, the horse will trip, the horse may jerk his head up or doesn't go forward. And sometimes we say, oh, this horse always rears, always bucking. He doesn't want to do this on purpose. If your saddle hits the insertion or the origin of that, the horse will just react because it's a reflex point.